take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, going to the air with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The play fake, Love. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. All
right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Ravens' 33-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Mack. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Ready.
Love. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just...
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To number 19, Juju Smith.
Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolutely perfect fit.
He may try and run for this. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check safety. Switch.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
4 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, check 53.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Mack, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the option, Love will hang on to it. He'll pitch it back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 5-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's second down. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. They'll have a first down past the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Here's second and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Big Ed. Check 9, check 52. Middle. 55. Come up the ball, Mike 55. Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, report. Ready. Check. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action this time with Love. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brings up
Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And
they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Starting the drive with a gift to Mack. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love, they go play action now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here with Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Love going to keep it on the option.
He'll pitch it, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Justin Madubuike
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the left hash. This from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go play action with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
They're on the tackle.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Love. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Again, it's Love.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Anthony McFarland.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.